The history of our operation really goes back to 1953 when my grandpa moved from central Illinois and he bought the home farm where I was actually born and raised as a kid. And it's kind of progressed forward since that point. My dad graduated high school and went directly into farming. I took a little bit different route though, following college graduation. I actually worked in retail for 5 years in Alabama, but had always missed the farm and missed being out in the country, playing in the dirt, dealing with the livestock. And when an opportunity arose, my wife and I took the leap and moved back here to the home farm in Missouri. From the moment we purchased our farm, we knew that it wasn't just a short-term thing. This was going to be a long-term investment. We wanted to make this a lifestyle and something that we could continue to do as long as we desired. We knew that part of that was going to be maintaining that natural resource that we had, that soil. So that led us into what different practices and different things could we do to maintain that healthy soil. Started off trying to incorporate less tillage, going into more no-till practices. Another thing that it really has helped us with as we've implemented practices is making sure we're spending our dollars in the most productive places and in the best places. Through precision agriculture, trying to really use GPS technology, it's really allowed us to be more precise and more efficient with where we spend the dollars on our farm. These conservation practices work with the natural systems really well. Having cover crops growing through the winter really provides that layer of protection. It keeps nutrients in place and helps prevent soil erosion, which does a really great job of helping keep the water clean that comes off our farm, ends up in water supplies, but also through a partnership with the Soil Health Partnership, that's allowed us to even do more research into what are the other benefits and what are the other things that raising cover crops do with this soil.
Joshlin and Addie Yoder and family embody the principles and the values of the Missouri Leopold Conservation Award program. Not only are they participants in innovative programs like the Soil Health Partnership, Edge of Field programs, they utilize the data captured from those programs to make decisions on their farm and utilize best management practices. They then lead and communicate in a way that allows the other producers across Missouri to adopt those principles and reduces the learning curve for all of us as we look toward the best management practices that enhance our land stewardship now and into the future.
The communication piece as far as sharing what we do on the farm every day, as far as how we are creating sustainable practices and using them in ways that are helping the environment and helping our water supply and our soil on our farm is just as important inside and outside of agriculture. I share our sustainability and our conservation story on social media. I have conversations with different women, usually for me, almost every day about farming and agriculture and soil health and the things that we do day to day on our farm. I also have a podcast where I share our story about our farm and about our personal life and about other people's stories and how they farm and how they do things as well. My husband shares through volunteering with different organizations and being willing to do different testing on the farm and sharing data and actual farm science information with other farmers so they can see the benefits of using these methods as well.
It just did a great job of just showing the different things we're doing to try to promote sustainability and soil health and help spread the word that there are things we can do throughout agriculture to improve. My biggest why when it comes to conservation is the next generation. I have 4 kids and I want them to have the same opportunity I have if they so desire. For them to be able to continue in farming, to be successful, productive, and had a chance to make a living at it, we have to make sure that the soil and the environment that we're in is just as productive, if not more so, going forward in the future. If we don't do a good job of maintaining that resource that we have right now on our farm, then my daughters and my son, they wouldn't have that same opportunity in the future, and that's really important to me.
I think it's 12 planting seasons later, we're still going strong and making farming choices every day and making it a priority not only for us, but for our kids as well.